Hi, thanks for joining. I'm Tom Hedgeman, and this is A Compass for the Ways Word of the Day live broadcast. Live broadcast. I am the church. I am the church, and my life is my ministry.
Hi, in 1 Samuel chapter 22, verse 17, it says this. Listen. And the king said unto the footmen that stood about him, turn and slay the priests of the Lord, because their hand also is with David, and because they knew when he fled and did not show it to me. But the servants of the king would not put forth their hand to fall upon the priests of the Lord. That's powerful. That's powerful because it speaks to the power of no. No, I'm not doing it. If you know the story of King Saul and David, you know that King Saul became like in rage with anger and jealousy towards David because David would succeed him as king. He became drunk in his power and just started just going after David, pursuing him to the ends of the earth. David had to hide in the cave and everything, hide his parents and his family because this king was pursuing David's life. Even the king's son, Jonathan, was against the king's like, no, you're doing wrong. And Saul commanded his footmen at this time to slay the priest because they not only knew David fled, they helped David flee. They fed him and his men bread. They gave him the sword of Goliath. So he commanded his footmen and the servants to slay the priest that day. They said, no, I'm not doing it. They said, no, we're not doing it. And so then he went to an Edomite, which was not an Israelite, to slay the priest. They not only slayed those priests, they went to the land of Nod and slayed all of the Lord's priests. But can you believe the power of the word no? We have that power and that liberty to object to the things that we feel are not right. And some things it's not even a feeling. Some things it's evident that's not right. Some things it's evident it's against the law. Some things it's evident it's destroying another person's life. And we have the right to object. We have a right to object in our institutions. We have a right to object in our government. We have a right to object on our job. One person does not have sole power and authority to do anything. It's when they get followers to execute their own imaginations and their own orders. That's when they have powers. But when those servants and those footmen object and say, no, we're not doing that, that's when the power is regained by the people. We have that power. Things are going on that's against civil liberties, against people's rights as individuals, not only in this country, wherever you are in the world. Your right to live free, your right to live in love and enjoy, your right to eat of the earth, your right to live peacefully. You have that right. You're born with that right. But there are people out there executing unlawful orders upon other citizens, upon other people, just because a person in power tells them to do it. You have the right to object. It's going to cost you something. It may cost you your job. It may cost you your life. But you have a right to say, no, I'm unwilling to do this unlawful thing, and possibly keep your integrity and gain a little courage about yourself. Stop allowing these multi-billionaires, individuals with corporations and government standings and just false authority to tell you what's right and wrong, especially when you know it. And sometimes objecting, saying, no, I'm not moving. no, I'm not going. No, I'm standing right here is the right thing to do. Saul commanded these footmen to slay these priests. They said, we're not doing that. That's not the right thing to do. Be that person. Have a little courage about yourself. Gain some integrity about yourself. When things don't feel right, more than likely they ain't right. Stand up and say, no, I'm not doing it. Thank you guys for joining. Always know that I love you. God bless.